Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank the Honourable Member for this question. And I actually referred the Honourable Member to the Income Tax Film Making and Audiovisual Incentives Regulations 2016. What this regulation does is, as you know, that Fiji has a very attractive rebate for film production in Fiji. So essentially, we give a 47% rebate. 47% rebate. Now, what it says, and I refer to Regulation 68, it says that in order for a film to actually, let me rephrase it. In order for Film Fiji, which is the statutory body that governs filmmaking in Fiji, to issue a certificate for a film, because they actually have to approve all productions that come to Fiji. They need to check for numerous things, including what's the script, which is what you referred to as story writing or dialogue. They have to agree to the script, because, for example, we don't want somebody to come here and say, sex in the islands. You know what I mean? You need to control the script, what they will use, who will they use in the production. So they issue a certificate. One of the considerations before Film Fiji can actually issue a film certificate, and I refer you to paragraph K, it says the film production company must demonstrate to the satisfaction of the Minister that it, one, will engage services of Fijian citizens in movie productions, and two, will utilize technicians, students and technical aid facilities at the filmmaking school, the Fiji National University, or any other specified local institution. So when a production house, for example, comes in, they have to lay all these things out. They, of course, will need to say, we are going to shoot, for example, this particular documentary or, live, what you call live television, say the Survivor series, which is well known. This is the villages that will be engaged. This is what we'll do. What type of, where we'll buy our food from, who we'll use. So before all of that is done, before they actually commence that, there's obviously lots of other things that they need to comply with. They will then give the certificate. Now, once the film is actually made, then they can apply for the actual tax rebate. So they have to show all the spend in Fiji. Fiji Revenue and Customs Services has to vet it, they audit it, and then based on the production cost in Fiji, then they actually give the rebate. And in order for the rebate to be given, again it says, the film production company demonstrates to the satisfaction of the Minister responsible for Film Fiji that it will engage services of Fijian citizens in movie production. There's another second check. Will utilize technicians, students and technical aid facilities in the filmmaking school at Fiji National University or any other specified local institution. So you need to fulfill all those requirements. Of course, the company has to also go through what we call an audio-visual agent. Now we have what we call certified audio-visual agent. So if, for example, assuming that you are a foreign company and you want to come and shoot a movie in Fiji, in order for you to actually go about and do all these engagements and even hire, lawyers and accountants and what have you, you have to go through an audio-visual agent. You cannot just pick up somebody in the street and say, please help me. They have to be certified because we want credible people. And anybody can become an agent. You simply have to apply for it. And the ministry then actually certifies you to be an audio-visual agent. So to answer your question, that is the answer. Please check the regulations. It does say that you need to engage with the Fijian staff. Of course, many Fijians, if you brought, for example, a script from Hollywood, there's a couple of big productions that have been made in Fiji. They already write the script back in USA. They're not going to get a local to write the script. But of course, they can use people, for example, for makeup. They can use people on the stage. In fact, I put some statistics here. In some of the recent productions, the Survivor USA, alone it employed 350 locals, 350 Fijians in 2018, while Survivor France employed approximately 150 Fijians in the same year. A current feature film that's being shot in Fiji, which the name of which we cannot reveal until the movie is made, as you know, is employing approximately 100 Fijians. So you see, there's a number of things that are taking place. Now, what we have seen, which is a good trend, because a number of productions have been coming to Fiji, some of the locals have actually now become a bit of an expert in those areas. So in one of the productions, one local crew actually went to the level of assistant director. So you see, if I, for example, get into the movie industry as a Fijian, then if I go into 4 or 5 productions, I develop a particular knowledge base. So anybody then coming to shoot the next movie said, hey, go to him because he knows the stuff. So that's what's actually happening. And just for your information, the local spend directly injected into the Fijian economy in 2016 is 43 million. That's how much money is spent in film production. In 2017 was 94 million. In 2018 was $97 million, directly pumped into the Fijian economy. So for example, you know, there's been a number of I'll give you an example. Survivor France injected $8 million in the local economy in the Yasawas. And this included the employment of local women who supplied food, local men and women who were employed as production crew. The production also constructed a proper road through the island connecting a number of the villages. They also hired boats and vehicles from the local villages on the island for their production. The production also paid $1.8 million to the local villages as what we call a location fee. So this is the type of work that's going on, and we're developing actually a cadre of Fijian crew members, which now the word gets around fairly quickly. So they say, hey, go to Fiji, XYZ is very good in camera, XYZ is very good in carpentry and doing sets. That's the current situation. Thanks.